Honestly, I don't really
Alright,
get
I'm streaming by the way, yeah? Well, I'll continue the quest.
Yeah.
I'm streaming.
Okay. Hold on, hold this. Yeah, I don't feel like doing anything today in Genshin, so I'm just going to condense my res and do my commission. Just okay. I don't understand why medical, like, oh, it's not blocking you by blocking me.
Yeah?
So much stress. Oh, yeah. Medical phone's not blocking you, but they're blocking me from proceeding.
No, they are. I haven't, that's what I said. I haven't registered as yet.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you got to see what classes you had.
No, remember, everybody have the same classes.
Well, okay, fine, but
Yeah.
you get to see what choices you have. I don't know what I do it.
I would really call it a choice.
Okay,
I don't know my time. I don't know my timetable. I just know what classes I have because it's literally the same for every year. Well, our own just have Spanish added to it, so.
Oh my god, let me actually like try to Google the handbook.
Actually,
To see if
it's very
like
smart that the travelers be
see
wary
what
of
like
her right
selection I
now.
have.
After all, the doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky. Paimon feels like only the real Nihita could come up with such an obscure knowledge. Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point. Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me. Whew. What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nihita with us. I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds.
Did you know that
We've lost another one of our trump cards. Also,
That's all.
the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha. Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
What are you saying?
The funniest thing to me is how Econ only has one program in it, being Econ.
Bruh. For real?
It has its own department with one program.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the... Shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem. Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us? Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy. So
Okay, I
I
found my
can place the destination by looking at the direction you were moving it. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads? We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. What? Okay. Let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
I finished my tea.
You see, so the courses I have to do is human resource management, introduction to political intrigue analysis, introduction to public service management, and organizational theory and behavior.
Alright. I know nothing about those.
Oh, okay, so it's just a whole set of things. The thing I'm wondering is if I could like carry across any of those credits into Econ.
Hmm. Yeah,
Did share any of the thing.
understandable.
Okay. Okay, now language courses as well. Okay.
What a
Language
pleasant
courses, there's
surprise.
two credits.
It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Oh, it's time to see her picture go mad. Well, not really mad, but yeah.
What?
When we last saw
Do you
each
think,
other,
I
she
was thinking,
said
you
that
want to do a course
what's it called?
in Spanish?
Fancy about a life?
The thing is, if I do a course in Spanish, it's going to drop my GDP so hard. I mean GPA.
Yeah, GPA.
But I still want to do it because, again, Spanish will be super useful.
True.
And being bilingual in these fields is also very useful.
Yeah.
So,
What I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I wanted to say. So when you think about it, the Hazard Scaramouche basically saved Apatia from actually connecting with Umisol. So because if she had connected Umisol at this point in time, she would actually go mad. But because she connected with Scaramouche instead, well, yeah.
okay.
What do
I
you
don't really
think?
talk about it like that.
Oh,
I guess, yeah, you're correct.
easy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because more
That's
water.
right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Apasia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avinia Forest, wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Paripurna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did? Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
It sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit warrior with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand.
Okay.
Ready?
So how do you feel about the Spanish?
It's fine. I'm not too worried about it. It's just like, damn, I really be forced to do Spanish. That's tough. Oh wait, Scaramouche talking.
The world is just an
Shut me up, Scaramouche.
My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god, my creator, my mother. Valiant strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human, my family, my friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me, a hope for the future, a fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me.
What do you have when you last one put that in?
They can't be trusted, and the gods fill me with pure loathing.
Well, understood him saving child of family.
And laugh in its face.
He broke my promise. He said
My
he would live
destiny
forever
can
with
be
me.
defiled by worldly filth. I will destroy every last trace of human emotion.
It was like a suicide died.
Then I will be empty,
Died.
a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
Wait, why does he want to become a god actually?
There is no need to fear.
If you wanted,
Your era
that
is coming to an end.
to be the thing that he felt he was made for, but was cast aside by his creator.
What was that?
Remember, he was supposed to be. He wasn't supposed to get the gnosis, but he was created a concept to put the gnosis in.
True.
Did we actually just see the value?
So he wants to become a god
Which
to
is what we know about him.
get back at Shogun and also fulfill what he feels is his purpose in life.
Oh, okay.
But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Pedro was talking about?
You saw right? You felt it right? Such a majestic god! Alas,
Colin, Scarlet was majestic like that.
wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God! Please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no purify life, but rather...
You! Why are you so mean to me? What is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Pedro?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I already lost my mind?
That moment of realization. I mean, at least she didn't actually lose her mind. She just kind of.
Wait, something isn't right.
Yeah.
So I guess him plus that.
Yes, exactly. She just kind of brainwashed. That's the word. Oh, bro. I'm wasting away. That's not weird. Oh, the top.
I wish I could touch tips like that with you.
That's scary, bro.
Go home, bro.
Too late for that, bro. I don't say things like that.
But you just always what?
I don't say anything related to touch. I don't say anything related to touching tips, my bro. That's just cool.
Peter, before you back, you did me that back shot.
Yeah, no, that's not deep.
Okay, we finally lost him.
Hurry, Hava. Oh no, he just like gained consciousness. She just gained consciousness and started from it.
It feels different.
I guess.
I wonder, like, you running, right? I mean, like, you waking up and seeing your body just running. I feel like I was a stripper fall on my face.
Oh, well, true. But they actually stopped and then gained consciousness.
Oh, the traveler's back?
Nahiri was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the captain puppet was destroyed. After that, Kainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahita's body? Wait, then where is Nahita's consciousness? Where is she now?
I never imagined that an
You know,
individual's
that's
consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said the doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Oh no! He was trapped in the sanctuary of Stars Daughter for a good time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty big. Oh, that makes sense! Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without it knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Harlan knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sumeru's festival. Didn't Nahita use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
Hey, Joanna?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think that Hito is telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Suristan, correct? Does this mean that this Nahita you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Yes, sir, the one and only.
The situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's alright. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side. So, I trust you.
Thank you, Henry. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahita's body? What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Hinari, did you leave the Avidian forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis DI and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the mantra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at our village. Now that you mention it, I knew the academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanagi, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have two Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like one for a bad time. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene, but then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah. It feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tenari?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Ribat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tenari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon.
Alright.
What's the plan? Oh, you haven't gotten... That's so awkward, you haven't gotten that statue.
Yeah, I know. My map is rather incomplete. Well, you already know Inazuma. Oh, is it 11? It's 1, what the hell? And then this is my Sumeru right now. And then Fontaine's just there.
How big do you reckon Fontaine will get?
Well, Fontaine's
That
gonna
is like
cross
whole
here.
big red board though.
Yeah.
So do you think
So
it'll
some of it is gonna go here. Wait, I believe, yeah, it might connect to Liwe, would it not?
hopefully.
Because I believe they say that Fontaine, the way that we got into Fontaine is not the usual way people get into Fontaine. There's a next way that people usually get into Fontaine, and I think they say it's through Liwe. So there might be some ocean part followed by a next boat system, or just really just a boat to get there. So it's gonna be really big because it's gonna get closer to Liwe. It's gonna spread upwards, and it's gonna spread top left and top right basically. And it's gonna go a little. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna go bottom left as well. It's spreading out in all directions. Actually, we are probably like in like the middle bottom right now.
You reckon in the middle of it?
Yeah, either the middle bottom or the middle itself. Well, no. We definitely are the bottom considering where the statue is. Yeah, we're in the middle bottom.
Okay, I'm glad, yeah.
Yeah, so I just think it's going to fan out in like all directions.
Wait, I wonder if it's gonna expand next patch or like patch after that.
I think they will expand it each patch. They're probably gonna bring out 1, 2, I say 4 regions, 4 or 5 regions. Wait, just now. How much was so far we only have 1 statue, right?
Oh, what, in Fontaine?
Yeah.
You have like 4.
What statues are the 7?
It's 4 3.
I think 2. 3.
One is in the city itself, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
It's
3.
3, yeah.
3 statues of the 7s. And
That
then
was
let's
one
see
was by the
Sumeru.
Opera House.
Sumeru is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
Sumeru is
6,
so massive.
7, 8, 9. Right, 9. So if my theory is right, they should have like 2 here, 1 here. Let's say 1 here, 1 here. I think we have like about 4 more statues of the 7s. Or 5, 4 or 5. Let's say 5.
Okay. Summer is so big though.
It's a Sumeru is really big. Oh yeah, what do you think about my Burden team?
Body and mind.
It's fine. Just the next Xiongling team. Hopefully,
you got
all
that.
something feels so similar. That just
Find this
gets
thing.
boring.
So you'd rather stay away from Zhongling then? Well, I can't really have a choice right now, do I?
I like how they most in Chinese.
No?
Yeah. And I could do more than like child themes.
Interesting.
Shogun National, my cool problem with that is the knockback is too much for like small enemies and even medium enemies.
True. National is mainly used for bigger bosses.
Yeah.
But it's better for bigger bosses. You can use it for the small enemies, but you just want to mind your stamina. They really should have little more of the quick transport things. I don't find they have enough quick transport. What do you think?
Like teleporters.
Yeah, they should have little this quick transport thing. You know the thing you have to press T for that.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah, those things. They should have little that all over the place.
Body and mind.
It would have made traveling around Sumeru a lot better. Because right now I feel like I'm either forced to use like a Yelan, which I don't have, or Sayu. Well, since the next came out, the next is also optional.
Can I ask you a question? Like,
Yeah.
if your child comes out like Eric Hartman, you know what that is?
No.
The fat boy from South Park.
Oh, can't.
If he comes out like a little brat, what would you do? Like, he's like 12 and acting like very bratty.
Beat them.
How would you handle it?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna take that back. Shucks, I'm not muted. Wait. Hold up! No! I didn't mean that! Nobody else watching, I'm seeing.
We finally made it to Caravan Reba. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert.
I don't understand how you all think beating working for you. But beating only me and more stubborn.
You, I can never see you getting beat. There's no way your parents beat you.
Oh, if
But then
it's
there's a damn way.
it's gotta be the divine
Because the
order
more they
created
beat me, the
above
more stubborn I got.
Okay,
And
then.
it's just like, we need to reason with this child actually. And like since my mother go, like if you say to my mother, like when like more and more things don't go her way, the more and more stubborn she gets. You know what it reminds me of like a public. Like if you just like pass your hand through slowly, it's like normal. But the moment you give it attitude, it just starts like very hard. One like teacher never worked for me.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over
Look
here.
at theater.
What?
Oh, it's a theater.
Yeah.
Sorry, some class.
Wonder what he's up to.
I'm sorry if I'm like 15 seconds behind your thing.
No, that was timely actually. So you're not as behind as before.
What the? Where did she go?
They really chasing her.
How did we lose them? They were just here a second ago.
More Ammonite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Iron a scare, I'll hate them. never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia?
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you think you'd already be the Airlight's honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I'm to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you. Why you're so interesting.
Did you hear what I said?
No.
Okay, good.
The leader of Isla Othmar used the Divine Knowledge
I was
Capsule
being very
and upon seeing
mature and
your
mannerly.
expression became
Right there,
perplexed, and you
And
were
didn't just
looking
pull somebody up with for no reason. Listen. Like, I'm watching, like, scared straight, but, like, it's like, they send two kids away, to, like, kind of a foster home for, like, a month or two, in a different country, right? And this one is, like, in Trinidad, they send them in a family in Laventille. Like these two American kids.
Wait, say that again?
They send these two American kids with a family in Laventille.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
You're like, for real?
Yeah. Yes.
A place like Laventille or actual Laventille?
No, Laventille. Like Laventille.
No.
Like I saw the clip on our TikTok initially, and this boy really just, I could walk the street. I like, the father, the guy, yeah, the like, hostel father, whatever, was like, oh, you feel indestructible? These drinks stuff like, how it is in America, you're like, yeah, you're indestructible. They're like, what about this? Somebody come on, Robbie, like, I could fight back. And this boy, this is like the funniest I ever see.
Oh my gosh.
I could walk the streets normal. I can never see more. Well, you know, listen, the doctor are watching, right? But the thing
to
is,
have that kind of reaction. I
yeah,
think you must have realized something.
this,
Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
he like doing relaxing to his mother and so he's like, yeah, I don't care if I'm sexually active with no protection. I don't care if I'm drunk. I don't care if I'm drinking and getting high. I am mature.
What?
Yeah, so I was like, bitch, you're not mature. And then
Well, they wouldn't be on the show if they were perfectly sane now, would they?
He also smashes plates and glass when he gets in fights with his mother.
That's, oh my gosh.
Nah, you. I said it. I can use it somewhere else. You'll see, I might also be talking about plates and glasses.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the Academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else.
It's
When are you
also
going to visit the Arnold, by the way, after Sunday?
Yeah. And it was to be done at my leisure.
Okay.
I can TP! Yes, I can TP! I unlocked Iron Village already because of these Cleveland!
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Before us lies our village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa. This landscape is really something else.
Time for the General Mahamacho.
Wait, everything's still in the hall. Refresh my page for quick check up. Also, you're such a good boy. I know, you're such a good boy.
Very good one.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I hate you. I'm just kidding. Man. Let's go.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now.
Well, that's how you do it, then you do.
Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamacho's wrath? Oh, Haven. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape my attack. Judgment? So that's how you characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description? Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the mantra, as well you know. Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
You know,
Yes.
these kids are going to a peaceful Caribbean island in the suburbs of Laventille.
He's a formidable
Yeah.
hunter, and the ultimate nightmare
Go
for any
strong to the
unidentified
suburbs.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in our Ethan, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer.
Hello, Ethan did something wrong? I don't think he's as bad as you made out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Oh, Hathor. I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a mantra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the mantra's hands and weren't harmless?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you, and why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other mantra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia? I should have known it would be difficult to deal with.
What you do, traveler? Kinda feels like we can't trust either of them.
Well, at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
You know something I just can't stop thinking about? The first one we mentioned, alright? And when Osama's wife did like this big wave attack, and Shenhan used her ult to stop it. I can't stop thinking about how one Granny arrow is enough to basically stop it, but Granny just held her go. Like, what the hell was she waiting for?
Didn't think about it. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it this way.
Oh god.
I don't know.
Maybe she was waiting for it to get closer so that if it didn't pop up everywhere. If it
She
didn't
told,
what?
maybe she told like she would just protect those like next to her.
Yeah. So like it will just freeze like around them and just the rest of the water will just go over them or something like that.
Yeah. But at the same time, are they not supposed to be at like the same power level?
Exactly.
I don't know. And Ganyu is an adepti as well.
I could understand. Yeah, that's true. I can understand her not using her ult because her ult will literally hit everything else.
And I should hold and look at shit. Look at I hold to me. Okay.
Sorry.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust!
Why did they make deals so much less?
You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other, but how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of our village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds. Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? We're so...
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently? Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two! Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work?
All right, stop yelling.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru village.
Our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, Have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear.
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al-Haytham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Al-Haytham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ainul Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia.
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your...
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I real...
Ah! Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got inter...
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go! I'm going in!
Hi! Yeah! Forward Emma! Help!
Rain cutter!
Nice and spicy!
Rain outline.
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
Everybody stand back!
Witness the power of Guwa.
You're toast! Ride this on for size!
Let's light it up!
The creature stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village...
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So,
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far. Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at our...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon, is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise, even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think. Our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
All right, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll have...
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Hazen wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa.
Sorry, I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Adventure time.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was later. An elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, Want me to take you somewhere fun? Or, Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate God watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you, God. We've cleared everything up. Really? Wow, thank you so much.